New documents share why FBI agents seized a locked safe from former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. And this comes as a former president has questioned in New York over financial fraud allegations. And joining us via Zoom is Dr. Michael Binder, who is the professor in the Department of Political Science and Public Administration at the University of North Florida. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
And Dr. Binder, we've never seen a search like this for a former president. Can you just tell us about the political implications for something like this?
If Donald Trump were a normal politician, this would be, in a lot of ways, almost a death knell for any potential candidacies. However, he is far from that. And in a lot of ways, this is helping him, and it's keeping him in the news, and he appreciates all publicity, good or bad. So on level, currently, this is a positive thing for him, and we're talking about him, and we're not talking about other potential Republican candidates for 24, like Governor DeSantis.
Yeah, and what does this mean for his political future?
I think this is, again, right, we don't know what's going to come from this. We don't know the documents that were seized. We don't know if ever there's going to be an indictment, what that will look like. But absent that, this just plays into his argument that the deep state is after him, Biden's politically persecuting him, and he's a victim. And this is more evidence of that. Whether or not there's truth to these allegations, for a lot of folks, particularly his most ardent supporters, it's really irrelevant.
And could something like this put another presidential run on hold?
I'm not sure that it's going to put it on hold or even speed it up necessarily. There's a lot of arguments out there that running for president will help kind of stave off some of the legal investigations. And that might very well be true. However, you don't want to announce, the week after FBI raids your house. And I suspect that, if he decides to run again, it'll come probably after the midterm elections, like most other candidates will.
And what would you say to those who are thinking that the timing of this is strategic?
I would say the head of the FBI was a Trump appointee and a Republican. I would guess that oftentimes the FBI works at their own pace. And we've seen that locally with other candidates that have had problems with the feds, thinking former Congressman Brown. Oftentimes, no time is a good time to have your property seized by the FBI. And to think that this is some big scheme to undo Trump, I think this is just the way the investigation is playing out time-wise.
So where do you see things going from here?
I would envision, again, we're probably not going to hear much from the feds as far as the investigation goes. This is what they do, right? They conduct their investigations. They don't comment on them. I think we're going to see more from some of the other investigations and other criminal problems and civil problems that Trump has, particularly what's going on up in New York. We're going to hear more about those as they are much further along.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Binder, for joining us this morning.
All right. Thanks for having me.